The easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening. If you simply close your eyes and allow yourself to hear all the sounds that are going on around you, just listen to the general hum and buzz of the world as if you were listening to music. Don't try to identify the sounds you're hearing. Don't put names on them. Simply allow them to play with your eardrums. And let them go. Then you begin to be in the state of meditation.
Oh. Hi. Yeah, I'm good, James. No, it's just me recording a Minecraft video. Yeah, but the beginning started with me being scared. Sorry. Because I was surprised. Crushing it. Already crushing it. Hi everyone, my name is Kent. This is my Minecraft world. I've always wanted to do something like this, and because we're all trapped at home and stranded, I felt like, why did I give it a go? So there's a lot to talk about with this world, and I'm just gonna start it off with a world tour. I feel like that's where I should begin, so you can just see kind of everything, because, well, everything in this world has such a story and such a deep, how do I say this, like background. It's something that I've been so into in my life, because Minecraft has just been always there for me. I started playing in 2012. Well, let's just get on with it. No, bad Kent. I need to finish this story. I started playing in 2012. This immediately became my favorite video game. To be honest, there's still so many things in terms of the story of this game that I need to do because I just don't do them. I just want to build and play and have fun. So I thought I'd make videos while I'm in quarantine because I got nothing else to do. And well, there's still like so much I actually need to do and get done. I might as well just do it together. Okay, this is where everything began. It's May 30th of 2019, I started this world. And originally the intention was to play with my brother and not even my dad, just my brother. We just wanted to play Minecraft together. That's his world, but we'll get to him another time. He started an evil corporation that's trying to take me down constantly, and he comes on the server every now and then just to mess with me. It's a good time. Okay. The world started on May 30th. It was a weekend, and I immediately started off with this little starter cave. At the time, 1.14 was the game mode that we were playing on, so there weren't campfires. I'm pretty sure that was 1.15, and I put that in later, but this was my early storage. Oh, this was it. Yeah, look at that. Look at all those things. And then back in here, this is where I kept my bed. The first bed. Oh, I love leaving signs on everything. That's a huge part of this world is... nothing cooking. A huge part of this world is I leave everything, including my first pickaxe, my first stone pickaxe, first couple of flowers, because this whole area around here was covered in blue flowers. Obviously, they've been picked now, but, you know, I don't know. I love flowers, and I love ambiance of a world, and it was important to me. Okay, let's sleep. Let's get through this. Let's get back to the tour. So I guess starting things off, we should have a server rules. See, interesting enough, this is a server. And I want to make that clear because I'm going to bring in more characters and I'm going to do all kinds of random fun things. And we do have rules on this server. First things first, I feel like this is the rule of any server. Whoever has the dragon egg, that person is in charge of the server. Right now, my brother has it. It's in a mini game over there, which he has yet to finish, so I need to go take it back from him. It's been too long. I am the true leader of this server. He just doesn't know it. Whoever the king is or in charge at the time creates all the rules. So currently Leland is in charge, but these were my rules. He hasn't changed them because I think we follow them. We do eat vegan. We don't eat meat on this server. At least we try not to, or I try and make everyone not to. It's important. No stealing. Hey, come on. No griefing. Well, the griefing is tough because we do play pranks and you're allowed to break other people's blocks so that's rule number 6 right there, is you're not allowed to break blocks placed by others. But sometimes I feel like I need to break blocks to do a prank, and we kind of all agreed that we're just going to be fine with that. Also, I'm sorry for the my bad. I'm new to this. I'm trying. Okay, and then rule number 5, which I should have said before number 6, is do not touch the starter cave. This is the most important part of this world to me. I come back here so often just to get that sweet, sweet nostalgia, and this is important, okay? All right, let's carry on. We're not gonna go to Big Corp over there. Nobody likes them. So first thing first, you kind of start off in our little village, and we have a little trading hall here, which was built by me. It's quite small, because really there's only a couple of us that play, so we just have like cookies for sale, and it's really just silly stuff that we sell to each other. Nothing in that one. But it's just a small little market with a little view of nothing. This build was fun for me because it really taught me how to pick a style and build. One of the things I really love about this server is it's taught me how to build in Minecraft. This is the first server that I've spent, or world I've really spent like a long time in, and there's something about this world that just makes me so happy because I've been able to stick with it. I normally play for a while and give up on a world, and I feel like a lot of people do things like that, but I just want you guys to know, like, if you stick with it, you can really create something special and vast and fun, and building even little things like this with just crafting and furnace that used to just be against the wall, but now it's like a little thing, and I don't know why those blocks are missing. Cool, let's move on. Okay. The second thing you'll see, this was one of the first mini games I made for my brother, and this was the beginning of my storytelling interest in Minecraft because, are you good, bro? Awfully enticing, isn't it? So close you could almost taste it. Imagine that the egg is sitting right there. Okay, thank you. Oh, and who moved it? I bet an Enderman did it. Brace yourself, for King Kenneth is about to sing. Let the chorus rejoice as Leckle can't touch the thing. Which is the egg. I am the master, and there is none else. I chew this forbidden fruit from the deepest of hells. So really the puzzle here was that you had to eat a chorus fruit, which was growing back in here. I think I've built over it now. Yeah, see, they were growing here. And it was just a tall little thing he had to know, which I actually made a shop to sell chorus fruit for like 10 diamonds per chorus fruit, which was obviously a complete ripoff. I just wanted 10 diamonds, and then he could get himself in there. Best part was it took him like 20 tries, so he ended up paying me so many diamonds to get it. Oh, it was pure justice. The rule of the server is if you're going to put the egg in a place that can be found, you got to put it on a piston so it can be easily taken. You got to bring your own lever, though. Can't do it, can't afford the levers, you got to bring your own levers. Okay, welcome to Tina's Cakes. This was built in December. It's just a simple cake shop. We got all the resources back up in here. And of course, Tina. We haven't named her friend or her counterpart. I don't have a name. If you guys have any good names, just, feel free to let me know. I'll come back and give them a name. But this one's Tina. I know because I can tell the difference. I know you can't tell the difference, but I can tell the difference. They're not the same, I promise. They're not. Okay, moving on. We're gonna visit this house, and then we're not gonna go that direction. I know there's a giant boat in that mountain, and you want to see it, but we're gonna go there in a little bit. That's the more new village. This is the last piece of the kind of starter village that happened here. This is Gus Chicken's house. If you watch SNL from the old times, Gus Chicken was an old character. So I built Gus Chicken's house to introduce a character to this server so I could explain extra builds that I wanted to do. Obviously, if I wanted to build like an extra house, I couldn't do it because I don't need 6 houses. Well, that's only funny now because I do have like 6 houses now. At the time, it made more sense. So I built this and I gave Gus Chickens this house so that, Gus could have stuff to do on the server and I could build things for Gus. And what's fun is later on, Gus turned into a major character, and a lot of the quests that I send my dad and myself on involve Gus. We'll talk more about Gus later. Okay, let's move up the hill. Excuse me, sir. Okay, moving up the hill. Let's get all this out of my inventory. Ugly, ugly inventory. Good lord. Okay, this is Big Thunder Cave. I had to close it because it was too close to my house, and it just was in the way, but I love the way it looked all closed up and just not usable anymore. There's actually some fun stuff in there. I might get to it later. I might not. This server tour is going to end up being so freaking long if I do. But Big Thunder Mine was my original mine, and I ended up closing it. These are my beautiful lampposts that I definitely just found on the internet. Thank you very much. Okay, moving up the hill. This was my starter house, Kenneth's Manor. Because as you can see, oh, it doesn't show my name. How do I make it say my name? There. See, it said my name. See, it said it twice, because now you know. My name is Kenneth. This was my manor. A lot of things here. God. This was my first time really trying to build a big house. I normally would come in and live in like a cave or something, because that's the type of Minecrafter I typically am. But this server was the first time I really wanted to commit to like building nicer things and having more fun with just the spaces that I exist in and doing all my crafting in a nicer house instead of just in a cave. It makes my whole experience a lot nicer. Let's see, do I have any mail? Oh God, those freaking neighbors just dropping off their banners, just letting me know. Oh God, I don't want to come back to your end dimension. I don't want to. Guests are welcome. Oh, we're gonna blur that sign, I think. I don't know. Is this family friendly? Okay. First on here, you can see I moved in just a little bit after Starter Cave. It took a long time to build this, especially as you can see, brown terracotta. Now, the first thing I did when I got on this server was like, I'm gonna be a nomad. I think so many people have done things like that, where they just immediately head out, and I headed out and I ran about 7,000 blocks that way, and I found a mesa, which was like an incredible find early game, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware. I was so happy to have found that. Really helped build this thing along. This obviously is my little kitchen. I had my furnaces, you know, a little bit of crafting stuff here. Oh. Don't mind if I do. Okay, you know, you can always take care of that. Anything. Oh my. So I really tried to do stuff with the floor and make it functional, and you know, I had all these furnaces going because I wanted like a ton of extra storage, but I hate just piles of furnaces, is what it is. This was my little kitchen. It's very simple. I tried to do a little decorating. I'm not good at it. I'm getting better, I promise. That's why I want to make videos, is to keep getting better. These are my rafters. This was like my favorite part of the build. This whole wing here that you're looking at, this used to be storage, where you can see these barrels. All my storage was in these barrels. I had literally no storage. It was kind of horrible. And I had a bed here, and this is kind of where I lived and crafted and existed. It was pretty fun. So here's another wooden pick that I think I had to use when I died once. That's my first golden apple from this server. This was such a nice little space to live in, just because it was, I don't know, it was like small and cozy, yet it existed in this much larger house. I love the way it made me feel when I played, and that's something that's super important to me. I build things that make the world feel nicer, and I actually did use these rafters for storage, which is... That must be those evil pillagers. I know that they're onto me. As you can see, just bulk storage of things up in here. Still no use for this guy. I know it's coming. Can't wait for it. Oh my God, yeah, just messy stuff. See, cobble and wood too. You know when you have to have a cobble 2 chest, that's when you've reached the maximum of your storage facility. Okay, so now I've turned it into a potion room. I do some just general potion stuff here. Recently been doing a lot with villagers, so I got lots of potions of weakness and things like that going. I love this little area now. I come back every so often. It gives me a reason to come back to this house because, in all honesty, I've moved out of this house. I don't live here anymore. I sometimes come back to the office, which is over there. We'll get there. But, yeah, I don't really have a use for it. I love these rafters, though. This was one of my favorite things. I would just put junk up in here, and I had a bunch of doors and armor stands and cauldrons. Just fun stuff in the attic. Okay. I love this cool map too, because I haven't updated this map in a long time. As you can see here, I've got a little greenhouse, my animals, which are outside. There's a village back here. You can see something happening here, but all of this is different now. This is such an old map. Oh, I don't care how long I've been playing this game. I love this freaking music. Okay, before I move on, I wanted to show you my office. This is my office. This is my parrot Kanye. He loves to dance. We like to sit and sing together sometimes. Oh man, I like all of these. I think that this is my music book. Yes, it tells me which songs I like. I like to keep track of these. I've gotten a lot of discs, so I haven't updated this recently because I set up a little disc farm, but I haven't come back to do this. Nostalgia. See, Cat, I think Cat is kind of, Cat and Mall, probably everyone's favorite songs. Oh, I just love keeping little notes in books like this. It just makes the world a lot more fun. Oh, get it, Kanye. Get it, buddy. So I used to have my journal here, and I would sit here and write, do a little journal entry every day when I would leave the server. After a while, that got tough, but it filled like my game with just so many cool memories of all the things. We'll get to my journal. It's got a new location. I really wish I had a reason to come back here because Kanye was like one of my first pets. This is Big Thunder Mining Co. This is the mesa that I found. It's actually right next to a jungle, which is where I found Kanye. We'll probably get there in another episode. It's really far away. We have to take an ice boat there, and it takes like 10 minutes. It's so far. Oh, God, old maps. Just the best. You know, I gotta put my name because I'm a little fancy schmancy. No secrets. Can't look down there. This is my raincoat set. As you can see, it's yellow armor. I wear it when it rains. And by when it rains, I mean it stays in here because it's really important to me because I wore it one time and I loved it and I just, nobody touch it, okay? That's my rain gear. Okay, last thing about this house, it's kind of cool. This is my little dump chest. My bulk storage for the entire server is underneath this house. And so I would come in here and just dump all of like this. We gotta run, it's gonna be too loud. Oh my God. Okay, I'll show that to you while we're here. It's down in the sewer, underneath the house. God, I love ambient noises. Okay, a little bit of a sewer down here. This is a bulk storage room. Is what it is, you know, full of all the blocks that I have way too many of. Obviously, this isn't even close to all of them. I recently just came through and started adding everything back to here. It's so hard to keep up with builds that are like old. This is really like one of the first things I did when I was in this world to set this up because I just got to digging. That's like one of the first things I do. Over here, we've got a little access to a railway that we'll see soon, and then my nether portal. Do I have any other pumpkin pie fans out there? It's my favorite Minecraft food, and I love eating it. It takes so long to craft, and I have to make specific farms just for my pumpkin pie, but I love it. Okay, here's my little porch. Oh no, is it unfinished? That's humiliating. Never mind, we're moving on to me. Over here, we've got a little valley of crops. I wanted to have a big farm to farm everything that I would need, but I didn't want to just do a little square, so I just turned this entire valley into a huge farm, and this is how I originally got all the food for my gameplay, I guess. And I also think it just provides such a wonderful aesthetic to the world. It's such a nice thing. I wish Minecraft would add like a wheat biome. I don't know, but then that would be super overpowered. Maybe don't do that. Okay, cool. There is one thing I want to show you over here. Is just this giant wall which goes all around my village. This is the town of Bliss. We'll go up there in a second, but this is an important thing. This is what happens when a tyrant rules. My brother one time, he was the king for a little bit. He was getting a little greedy, we were fighting a lot, going back and forth. I probably died like 10 times in that fight alone, and he put this giant waterfall through my crop field, and I haven't touched it. Instead, I left a sign. It's just these fun memories that like make this world so special. It's not really that my brother and I are like RPGing this world. It's just that we like to, I don't know, have fun, and sometimes we lean in a little bit. So underneath the town of Bliss, which again I said we're gonna get to, is my super smelter. Fuel goes in here. If you want to turn it on or off, you know, send the cart here. You can put all the items in here, and they come out cooked here. It's really ugly back there. It's a lot of furnaces, but it's a fun build. It was one of the most complicated redstone things I've ever worked on at the time. But I love the way it looks. It's very aesthetic. Polly. Hi, Polly. Oh, okay. Rejected. Okay. Yes. Polly, there you go. Hi, how are you? This is my polar bear, Polly. She chills in my backyard. She loves fishing and also eating fish. Those are some of her pastimes. She doesn't do it very often because she's stuck in here with her iceberg. That iceberg is named Kyle. Polly, I walked on my way home from that jungle. There was a swamp. I got a lead from the swamp, ran into an ice biome, and I found Polly, and I pulled her all the way home. It was like 4,000 blocks. That was a horrible adventure because I almost lost her like 8 times, but good God, am I so happy to have her. It just, having animals like Polly make this world so special because it's a polar bear. You don't freaking see those everywhere. It's fun. Okay. My little wood storage area, I don't really use this anymore, but it's a little fun storage grove that I built a long time ago just to add a little more depth to the backyard. Okay, let's move into the village. This is taking forever. Of course, iron doors because, God, villagers love to spawn through here. We have a little farm for the villagers over here. Obviously, they don't eat the food, but you pretend, right? We've got a lot of little houses. This is the center of the village for the bell when I need to call them through. But Bliss is a mining town. And one of the things I love about it is just the all-stone aesthetic. I love this little river coming through. And then the ore storage. All of these ores were plucked out from beneath this village. And, well, the villagers are here to protect it. I've got a little villager breeder over here. It's called the Heart of Bliss. It's currently broken, and I don't know how to fix it. And there's a cat stuck in it, and oh god, not my best work, to be honest. But it has supplied the village with plenty of villagers, and I have villagers that I trade with. One of them lives in here, and by lives in here, I mean is completely gone, and I have absolutely no idea what happened there. Okay, great, that makes me feel awesome. If we come back up over here to the village area, well, we'll get there in a second. We've just got lots of little bunks and places for them to sleep. They all have their own little sleeping area. Some of them have workstations in them, and then we've got the giant bunk room in the basement. When I was really pushing villagers and I wanted tons and tons and tons of them, we were pumping guys out of here, but we've moved them all around the server because, well, I need villagers over there, and I need villagers over there, and I wanted to feel like that was okay, but still have some that live in the village to protect the ore. It's important. Okay, the Bliss monorail station, you can see that heads over to Big Corp. Still, we never really use it that way because we don't go there. We don't like them. This goes to my cave, which I can't wait to show you. My cave is one of my favorite places on this whole server. It's where I spend most of my time. So we'll get there in a second. There's a few more things to show you in the town of Bliss, though. Okay, so back at the front, we've got a cactus farm, which is completely stocked full. I do not have use for all this Oh, I should smelt this into one of those EXP things. We'll be back later for you, cactus. And then over here we have a little auto pumpkin farm. Again, I'm not the king of redstone, so I'm not super good at this, but I need all this pumpkin because I eat so much frickin' pumpkin pie that I just blast through all that pumpkin. Last but not least with the server, this is my main mine, Old Rick's mine. You may notice this is Old Rick's compass. I found it in the mine. Oh, a little guy down there. So yeah, Old Rick's mine. This is one of the projects that I can't wait to work on together, is where we really spruce up this mine. This is the mine that I've pretty much used for all my mining once I retired Big Thunder Mine. And I love this mine. It's been super important to me. It just goes down a little spiral staircase and then you're in the mine. We'll visit there another time. Over here is my library. Oh, wow. This was a really fun build. I built this during Minecon Live. I was just watching the live stream and building. It doesn't have many purposes yet, and I don't have a lot of guys that live in here, but this was just such a fun, like, adventure to... Don't mind the build. This was such a fun, like, adventure build. It just provides such a nice aesthetic for this world, and I love the thought of all my librarians living in one. And of course, there's one place where your villagers always get stuck, and they're trapped there forever, and those two guys... they'll live on. R.I.P. I think that's it for Bliss. I think we can head over out the exit over here, the side exit, over to the tree houses. Okay, as you can see, there's a lot of little, like, rails going around everywhere. I really wish I'd spruced these up, but what those are is rails that go... Oh, no. What are you doing there? You're not supposed to be there. These rails go to the tree houses, and in the tree house, this is where my villagers stay. Specifically the ones that... He's gone. Great. I love that. Every time. He's still here. Hey, buddy. This is the guy I traded sticks with when I made a reed... No, not reed. What are they called? Bamboo. I made a bamboo farm, and I would trade with this guy. Look at that trade. Look at that trade. It used to be like 1 per, but I guess they all went back up after an update. That's okay. I don't really need sticks anymore, but you were great. You really helped me get my first beacon set up, as you can see, the black beacon, because black is the best color for beacons. That's undeniable. Okay. You, sir. This is my village, or my farmer trader. Look at this. What a solid deal. Lots of emeralds for my friend here. He's really, really nice. Okay, out this way to the next. They're all connected through little bridges. Okay, these are my 2 favorite librarian traders. I use these guys all the time for respiration, name tags. unbreaking. That's what this guy's most important. Look at that trade. You see that? You see that? He's a master. I'm the master. All right, let's make this jump. Oh, yes. So what you're overlooking here is Cow Valley. This is my giant wheat farm. I just wanted again, like more texture in my world, and I felt like having a giant wheat farm would be such a fun way to do it. I have the hoe that I made the whole thing down with over there. Like I said, I keep all my tools often with the projects that I do them with. This valley was such a fun build, and I love the way it just makes the world feel. My cave is right underneath this, so I spend a lot of time in this area. And oh, it's just so special to me. All right, let's head over to my wood farm. I guess before we get to the wood farm, I should show you this little area. Oh boy, wow, there's so many things I'm forgetting. Okay, these are all my animals. At one point, we had a couple of cows in here and a couple of sheep in here. Important thing about this server, no one is kept in captivity for too long. We really take care of the animals here. And at one point, there was just too many sheep in here. I just let them all go. Looking back, that was a terrible idea because now I have no sheep. But at the time, it was unhealthy in there and they needed air. So my 2 cows here, a couple of chicken. Don't look at this guy. I put him here just today so he could I just needed some eggs. He's done his job. I want him to fill this up. But once he's done, he's going to be free. We're going to give this chicken specifically a really good life. You matter to me, buddy. Yeah. So over here is my armory. You remember how I had that skeleton spawner? We get tons of armor from that. And then obviously lots of swords. And we just keep all the old tools around here. 3 totems of undying. I don't actually ever use these. The thing is, like, I started playing Minecraft when these didn't exist, and same with crossbows. Does anybody use crossbows, though? No. I started playing the game without these, and then once they got introduced, I totally understand the use for them in, like, hardcore, but I don't know, I can die all the time. A little light switch. You know, keeping it nice. The lights literally do nothing, but just for funsies. This is a really important little pond for me. This is Dad's pond. I built this for my dad when I was showing him Minecraft over my shoulder. It was just such a fun memory, and I built this little pond with Conti, the 2 fish, and Willem and Conti. They live in this little pond here. Oh no. Well, I built this pond for him just to show him how the game worked and show him like what Minecraft was all about. And also I got to have a little pond next to my house, which I love. And the 2 fish, did anyone know why they do this? The 2 fish just want to swim in those areas. They never come down here. Makes me sad. Up here, this is the cemetery. This is a sad place, but it's an important part of the world. Ooh, look, a little preview of the rest of everything. This is where all my old pets that have passed on get buried with an important item to, oh, not him. They get buried here with no, okay. Paul, are you protecting all these animals? You protecting the graveyard? Thank you, Paul. Doing your job. They all get buried with an important item to them. Oh, Bob. I named this horse after my Uncle Bob and it died. How sad is that? I'll never forget you, Bob. You were a white horse. This is my greenhouse. I love this build. It's super important that you switch into the proper attire. Oh, okay. To enter the greenhouse, it's a sterile environment in here. Hello. Very sterile. Very important that we keep this place clean. So this is where I get pumpkins and beetroot and beets. Well, you know that I never eat. We got carrots. We got wheat. It's just... Excuse me, what? Who did this? This must have been a... Oh no, oh no, oh no. This must have been an act of Big Corp. I'm certain of it. They would bust the... Oh my god, we need to fix that immediately. Do I have any blocks on me that I can fix this with? No, I don't. Obsidian. Okay, okay, okay. All I got. Okay, we need to seal. We need to seal the greenhouse immediately. Oh, look at all these trampled crops. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Somebody, whoever's responsible for this, will pay. Okay, let's take off them. Does anybody else wish there was an easier way to take off this armor and put it on the thing? Ugh, wish I could just shift right click or something. I don't know, whatever. Okay, we're headed to the wood farm. This is just terribly distracted world tour. Ooh, look at that in the background. Okay, this is the wood hut. This is a design I stole from the internet. Was one of the first things I built actually after the mansion, because I needed a place to obviously collect all my wood and keep it somewhere, and I wanted to learn how to build. So to be honest, and I'm not ashamed of this, I learned by mimicking. I learned how to build from doing what other people were doing, because that's how you learn what looks good, and then you're able to evolve from there. And so I loved the way this build looked. I built a version of my own. That's where I keep my horses. He's a good horse right there. And then, of course, the wooden abode was built that day. This is where I keep the stuff that goes with these things. This is where I keep the actual logs. This is where I keep the actual... This is where I keep the logs. Oh, look at me in my little overalls, my ripped overalls. Okay, this skin, I did ask someone to make it for me, and I love it. It's me in overalls. Kent, as a human being, actually has overalls and Converse that look just like this, and the red is a little flower in my pocket. I'll put that picture on the screen so you can see what I looked like, but that's what my skin is based off of. I love it. Oh, it looks just like me. Makes me so happy. Oh, my hood in the back too. I wear black hoodies every day. Oh. Got a bunch of things here. We got a little clock, saplings. I love this build. It's so special to me. And like, just like this, another just a little crafting area, but look, it's become so much more. At one point there was a sapling here and it grew into a tree, and I was too lazy to take it out because a tree grew in my house. But it's kind of also funny, so we're just gonna stick with it. Whose mushrooms are these? Okay. Out the back here, oh, you're not supposed to see that yet. This is my wood. Oh my God! Hard mode is crazy. This is my tree farm. I just grow as many trees as I can there. Oh, okay. A little forge. Made this on vacation. What a fun little spot. Okay. Oh, don't come down. Did that just happen? Did you just do that? No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh. Okay, well, I started the cave in September of 2019. This was the first, like, really huge project that my dad's on. Oh, Dad. I'm making a video. Dad? Oh. Dad? Dad? Whose pants are these? Get these off. Dad? Okay, well, I guess I'll talk to you later, Dad. Love ya. See, this is kind of what I talk about when I build things with function. This is a little, like, pit stop area. Got a little furnace set up going. Just a little storage just in case on the way down to the cave. But this, ladies and gentlemen, people who watch Minecraft videos on the internet, this is where my world really starts to get interesting. This is my favorite part of my entire world, my cave. So this was the first time I ever built just like kind of chaos, but I wanted it to look like a crazy cave in here. And this, welcome to my main storage area. Dad must have left me this. Oh, that's so sweet of him. He knew I needed this for some building. Oh, that's great. Okay, this is all my storage. I like to keep things really organized. I have a lot of iron. I don't have a lot of diamonds. I am super mega poor right now. Not gonna lie to you. But this is where I keep all the things. Oh, I love having organized storage. This was one of the first, well, obviously this is like my third storage area in the world, but it's so important to me to keep things organized. And of course, just got plenty of resources of everything. I love this area though. It's so fun. One of the things I've learned the most about playing Minecraft, either with people or by yourself, is invest time in the spaces you're gonna spend the most time in. This here is my storage area, and I spend almost all of my time here doing projects, so I want it to be awesome. I want it to be a space that like excites me to come to. I guess I gotta eat these potatoes. They taste so bad. Okay, let's move this direction here. We have a giant map of the server. So here is spawn. Here is Tina's Cakes and the villager, or the trading house. Here's my first house. Here's the whole village of Bliss. There's that giant wheat forest. Wow, up north we have my fishing castle. This is Big Corp's headquarters. Nasty. The greenhouse, the wood shop. Wow, the giant wheat forest. Down here is my giant mansion, which we will get to. We got Cow Island over here. This is my wood farm. We got a couple more fashion shops here, the wizard tower, the rest of town. This is my dad's area over here. And also, yeah, I play Minecraft with my dad, and it's freaking awesome. He's so good at it too. He's just so creative and fun. It's just an absolute joy to play with him. Okay, but yeah, this is currently where we are in the cave. Let's move on with more stuff in the cave. Oh, here's my journal. I keep it here because I've been working a lot more in my journal, and I love just keeping pages of this. 3, 23, 20. Okay, just a little quick entry. Here's a little quick access area. My turtle shell helmet. This was my first ever shield. It's almost dead, so I carry a new one now. But I love keeping things like that. Little emergency brewing. My nasty, unorganized shulker box. Oh, you see, there are some wings in there, and this is one of the things that is different about my world. Is I do have wings, and I do have all of the kind of late endgame items, but I don't really use them. The reason being, I love walking around, and I love making paths to places and connecting parts of my builds that matter. It's just things that are important to me aren't flying around and getting there as fast as possible. I'm kind of here for the world itself. This is Monty the pumpkin, a little high five button. This is my shulker storage. Typically when I go out in a build, I just take all of these. And there's some more that are missing that I was using to organize the big storage area. Over here I've just got my bamboo farm. This is the zero tick one. I don't know if I really feel okay the fact that I did this zero tick farm. It's freaking loud. But this was like, I don't know. Early in the world, I really wanted a lot of bamboo, and I was just like, let me go for it. This was the first design. This is my own design, actually. And it actually works pretty great because I'm around here like all the time. But this is just the most basic version of this thing. Who are you? How on earth did you get here? You know what? I'm not going to ask questions. You just stay. It's just like literally a piston chopper design with a little minecart that comes up every so often to collect them. It's nice and simple. This is the emergency bed. So up the stairs a little bit more. It's just a little more crafting area. We got some smokers here. I'm just going to yoink that. A little stone cutter. Break in case of laziness. Yeah, you know. Oh, this is my little cove. This is where I got all of these fish to make my fish tank. I love taking a little map. It's like a photo. I wish Minecraft had cameras. Oh, that would be delightful. But yeah, we got a little bed area. This is kind of my main bed. I do bring a bed around when I do builds and just sleep in it and then chop it up because spawn isn't too far, but it's really nice to have like a dedicated sleeping area. I love creating little areas from adventures that I've gone on. The last rocket when I almost died, and this is the last rocket I used an entire stack except this one, and I made it home without it. This is the armor I wore when I first killed the dragon. That's my first elytra, my first shulker box, the first banner. Oh, it's so fun. This is armor I probably yoinked. Dragon's breath. I love keeping that. That's proof I killed the dragon. That's proof that I got him. Now you can trust me. Okay, if we keep going up this way, little tools area. Love this little spot. Tool bench. This, if you heard the zombie in the background, I apologize for the noise, but this is my zombie and chicken. Feet and foot. Feet is the zombie and foot is the chicken. They live in harmony together in my base. Trapped forever. Okay, little hallway over to the kitchen. This is a super fun spot. This is my dining room table. I want to finish this and decorate this like a Thanksgiving feast for two. Just probably for my dad and I or anyone else that wants to come play on this server with me. It's my server. I host it, but it's really just me that plays here. We got a little furnace in the middle, some storage areas. One of the tasks that we're working on is quest for every food in the game. All the ones with the lines are the ones that I currently have. As you can see, if we look in the cupboard here, boom. Oh, boom. Look at it all. Look at it all. I'm doing great. I feel really good about that. And then this was just like me kind of spamming blocks, but trying to come up with a bit of a kitchen design. My tools, you can see, just more random storage. I've been trying to throw just random stuff in these chests to make the world feel a little more like alive, even though it's just 4 pieces of wood. Whatever. Okay, moving on. as you can see, underneath the wheat farm and then underneath the tree houses there, kind of orient yourself. Let's head deeper into the cave. Okay, as every good map wall should have, it should always have a secret room, and this leads you into my beacon. Beacon setup is kind of fun. We got a little iron dispenser so you can just change it to whatever you need. I'm just gonna do that. I don't need the iron. That's so nice of you, Kent. Looking out for future Kent. But this was just a fun little like build to just kind of give my world a little more depth. This is my favorite terracotta. Look at how cool it is. It's like evil technology in a block. Oh, I think it's fun. And like I said earlier, I used emeralds. I traded for all these emerald blocks to build the entire beacon up. I'm pretty proud of all that, to be honest. Okay, this is Sandy. She's a recent addition, but love her just the same. Okay, this is my little bridge into a deeper part of the cave, but I wanted to show off this little hole. This was obviously the cave that this whole cave was built in, but I wanted to leave a little glimpse into like the original Minecraft cave, because to me, caves are so beautiful. The original Minecraft like design is just so pretty and I love it. And it just, seeing this makes me feel so special that I can have something that looks like this and something that looks like this living together. And it's so pretty. I do have fire tick on, so I don't think that this is that good of an idea, but it is what it is. Okay, here's a little overworld enchanting area, and I have all the armor types set back in these beautiful little display cases. I don't know why, really. This is my favorite one. Oh, it's so pretty. It's pretty because it lets you see your skin. I think that being able to see your Minecraft skin is so important, and I hate it that like Diamond completely takes that over. I mean, it's fine, but it is what it is. Here I've got some emergency gear up stations. The amount of times I have died on this server, and this one shoots out food too, which is fun. So you step on that pressure plate, it shoots you up with iron gear, and then you can grab a sword, the emergency sword off the wall, and head out to battle to get your gear back. I die all the time, and it's just nice to have one of these, and my dad comes and uses them all the time because he dies constantly. Okay, moving into a bit more of a castle build. This is actually the most recent thing that I worked on. Now, there's obviously still so much more to see, but here we have these beautiful pillars. I was so proud of these. As you can see, that is reason because there's torch spam. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna put a giant map here. I'm just all zoomed out. This is probably gonna be, if I can muster up an episode 2, I want you to help hold me to it, please. I would love to keep doing this. This here is gonna be my map room, and I'm gonna put all the giant maps here. Down this hallway is headed to one of my most, I don't know, maybe proudest builds, the biggest build on the entire server. Having a giant hallway like this, I built it literally for no reason, but it's just something that makes the world feel so special to me, that like just the tiny little details are the things that make it so fun and kind and welcoming. And wow, opening up into my giant cave. Oh, I love this area. This took very long to dig out. Obviously we had the beacon down over there, and those are all the resources from this build. It's kind of this current mushroom biome type place, but this is one of the projects that I really wanted to make a video about because, well, building like this isn't something that I'm particularly good at. I tried building a sloped roof with this purple, and it kind of looks horrible, but I tried, and I'm proud of myself for trying, but I want to try again. I want to take this thing out. I stole that from Reddit, and I want to take all this out and put something new in and make something special. My dad is currently connecting a giant railway that's connecting our whole world over there, which I'm super excited to get to. Let's head back to the cave. There's a few more things in this direction that I want to show you. Sorry, tree. My bad. All right, leaving the cave and Cow Valley, we kind of head over to what I call Cow Island. I guess I never explained it. The reason we call it Cow Valley is because of that cow. I don't know how long that sheep's been there, I'm gonna be honest with you, but that cow has been there since like the beginning. He's like a mountain goat before Minecraft had mountain goat. Look at all these cows. What are they doing? Okay, so leaving Cow Valley, which explained by those cows, is where we head to Cow Island. Now, Cow Island is where, well, it's where the cows are. And to be honest, there's probably a bunch of sheep here too. Look at all these, there's all these squids spawning these rivers here. It's beautiful. Cow Island, land of the free. See, I wanted to have a place for all my animals, but I wanted them to be more free. So we have a lot of cows that roam around on the outside, and then a couple in here. Oh, there's maybe too many. No, they're good. I counted. They're counted. There's enough blocks per cow that this is a safe space for all of them. Let's go. Oh no, I need to sleep. Two. How you doing, two? Wow, pretty good view from up here. I don't come up here very often. But look, this is the mansion. This right here is the largest ever, well, build I've ever done in Minecraft. To be honest, I'm not typically a big builder, but I really wanted to try. And as you can see, I had to use cobble up there because I didn't know what to do. And well, I'm new to this. I'm trying my best. And this is what I came up with. I love dark oak. It's my absolute favorite wood in the game. And I wanted to just make something special. I started with this observation tower so I could like scope out the build as I did it, because I started with just a template on the floor and then slowly built it up. In the next episode, if I can make it happen, what I want to do is make this kind of castle feeling thing. I want to... Okay, that should let him know. Come out on the porch, you know, a little swing. I like to swing. But welcome to the mansion. Here's a little logo. Here's some empty chests I used to cover the underbottom of the stairs. Okay, so you kind of walk in and you're like, wow, look at the red carpet. It's so pretty. I know. It's also not centered. How fun. This is a little dining room area. Of course, we got the cake, 2 chairs, because there's really only 2 people that play on this server. Into the great room, we've got a little, you know, planning table here. This is that ugly tower that just needs help. Look at that. Little fireplace looking through to my new office. A wonderful little window seat overlooking Cow Island. I can see all my... Excuse me. They must not be rendering, right, guys? They're not rendering in. Right, guys? They're not. Moving on. Welcome to my office. See that the fire goes through. Because I display. I'm a redstone builder, so I display my stuff. You know, I can sit here and I can have meetings and discuss things and store nothing. And so leaving the office, you know, a little bear rug. Obviously fake bear. No animals were harmed in the making of that rug. Got a little rotunda with another great view. I mean, I think that this is one of the better views of the game. We move over into the bottom of the castle, and this is when I do builds. I tend to set up things like this where I break the build down into little chunks that I can have a satisfying little complete switch on. So like lighting for the whole build, and the upstairs wizard tower has no decoration, but the hallways do. They look so pretty. So I was able to check that off. Front entry. See, this castle upstairs needs to be done too. I feel a lot more success when I'm able to literally tick something off. Feels good. A little tree observation room. You know, you sit here and you go, that's a tree. That's a tree. So there's 2 ways upstairs. We got the main staircase there, and then the spiral staircase inside the castle, which was a late addition, by the way. Not much going on in these upstairs hallways, but into my bedroom. I'm a really messy person, and I wanted to show off my mess by literally building a mess in Minecraft. These are just all these random blocks that I found that I could fit into a little area. Oh wow, there's actually a bunch of stuff in there. Cool. This is a bed. Oh yeah, see? I use this chest. I left this iron here so that I could grab it later. Just a fun little space, and yeah, I got ore, so that's why I put that there, because I got ore. Well, that's the mansion. I think if we head on this way, we can head over to town. All my crafters out there who have had wood farms know the absolute mom farm that you basically build. Okay, heading into town. We've got the wizard tower here. This was my first ever like tower build, and I really wanted to have something kind of coming out of the ground to give a big observation, and I'll explain why I needed an observation in a second once we get over there, but I'm kind of proud of the way it looks. Give you a little view from the side. Oh, and those floating lanterns. I love those. Just help with the environment. There was a festival that we built those for. I don't remember the name of the festival or the festival at all. Yes, this is the Black Armor shop. We do have a little armor stand mod going on in the server. Yeah, you know what? Black armor is the best armor. How you doing, Sweet Potato? This is the protector of the shop. She makes sure that you pay. But yeah, we sell all kinds of things here, specifically black armor and only black armor. Cool, thank you very much. Okay, so story about my dad playing Minecraft with me is that he really hadn't actually ever played it before. He bought it for me way back when I didn't have money and I was just a wee lad, but it never really clicked with him that he could play it too. And once 1.15 came out, I think that he started seeing some videos and got interested, and this was the first ever build we did together, was this little bee farm and this little flyaway valley hut. Dad built this. Incredible job, Dad. We keep all our things in here that we need. Our beekeeping suits, very important if you're gonna be. Did I leave my armor in the? I left my armor in the greenhouse. Whatever. We're just gonna leave it there for now. Moving on into town. There's another view of the wizard tower. Okay. So in town, this is the main part of town. Is these little village huts. These are for whenever we have guests and they need somewhere to sleep, so we can all sleep through the night. We sleep there. Again, just more. Oh, this is our barter log, where whenever Dad and I do a trade, we try and keep it in a book and put it somewhere public so we can kind of track the value of items. Because I guess like in a small server economy, it's really hard to have an economy when you're just like, well, yeah, I'm sure you'll pay me back at some point. But at the same time, like, how do you know how much things cost? I don't know. I don't know how to say that, but Dad must have put that there. So here's a little hobbit hole. I actually built this hobbit hole when Dad was starting up. That is his first house. As you can tell, a true miner and crafter right there. Look at that thing. An absolute monster. It's perfect though. It's such a pure, this is my first Minecraft build, and I'm so happy that we can have it in our world. But when he was going through this and trying to learn how to play, I built a little house over here so that I would have a place to sleep. Hi, chicken. And like do a little bit of crafting, and someday I'm gonna connect this build to the rest of my. Are you seeing that right now? Stay in there. So yeah, I built this little hobbit hole so that I could be closer to Dad while he was building. I think that made it fun, and it made the whole project of him getting on this server, like, oh god, it made him joining the server a lot more fun. This was my first ever like present that I dropped off from him. This was his starter cave, way back. Look at this. I made him a little banner. Dad's day one. Okay, moving through the village a little bit. Oh, look at how fun that is. Another little crafty area here. Okay, it's time. The boat stuck in the hill. The SS Fathership. Now, if you saw this earlier and you were confused, I understand. The SS Fathership was a boat I built for Dad. Nobody knows how this got here. Unknown. See, that's a quote. That's a quote from an unknown person who obviously also doesn't know how this got here. Whose compass is this? Nobody's. Apple a day keeps the doctor away, kids. Ah, yes. I tried to mimic the Minecraft boat as best as I could, and I just wanted to shove it in the mountain because I thought it would add so much fun, like a fun piece of environment to our little town if it just had this crazy little, like, ship in it. I don't know. It felt like the right idea. So overlooking here, we actually have my map shop, and this was a build I did when I was going through a struggle with work, I think, and I wasn't feeling all that happy, and I wanted to use color in a Minecraft build because I felt like it would make me feel a little more positive about everything. And so I used color, and I made a little map shop where I, took maps from around the world and from my adventures and would just kind of sell them in there and let my dad like display them in his house and let my brother purchase them. They bought some of them. Oh, we have another of the cove. Ooh, a little bit of loot. All right. Someday we will find this oh, that's their buried treasure map. Oh my god, Captain Gus Chickens. It was Gus who crashed this boat into this rock. There must have been a an ocean here at some point, and you know, he crashed his boat coming out of that river right into this rock, and then set up house right here. Gus, you absolute mad lad. This couldn't go good. Oh, so back to the story about why the wizard tower exists, right? You can't really see the boat from here. So originally I built the boat, and I built this observation deck, the SS Fathership observation deck. And then I built this right in the way. Absolute big brain. You guys just wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. So I literally built an entire wizard tower just to view the fathership. Let's go up in the wizard tower, and I think that that's going to be it for this tour. That would be everything on my Minecraft server, because everything else is going to come up naturally. We're going to need to find a way to explain those things and why they exist. Okay, let's go up. Ow! Ow! Well, I just want to say thanks, everyone, for making it to the end of this tour. It has always been a huge dream of mine to make a Minecraft video, not only because I watch so many, but because, well, this game is just a huge part of my life. This is what I do. I do this for fun, and I thought, well, if I could make videos about it, maybe I could share some of my journeys and my experiences and the fun that I have, and really inspire somebody else to keep making. Because to me, Minecraft has become this really, like, there's obviously this huge thing, but all the builds are so good and so professional. I felt like I couldn't keep up, and my world wasn't special enough, but actually it is. Anything that you make is yours, and it's unique, and that's what makes Minecraft special. Is absolutely no two worlds are the same. They really aren't. And all the little things that you bring to your world just make it so much more special. So thanks everyone for joining me on this adventure. Dad's territory's over there. There's a gang on the server called the Apple Dumpling Gang. Boy, I can't wait to explain that to you guys. But thank you. Thank you for indulging me in a video. And I hope you enjoyed the world tour, and I hope you get inspired to build some things like it, or just some of your own things. And I can't wait to keep sharing adventures from this. Talk to y'all soon. I don't know how to end a Minecraft video. Okay, bye. Jamie, I did it. Yes. Wow. Oh my God. Whoa. I didn't know that you could do that. I can't believe I'm here. Wow. How exciting.